Testing 1, 2. Let's see how this is all working. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let me see. It says I'm streaming. Why I don't show up on this damn phone? Hold up, y'all. If y'all in tune in, hold on. I'm gonna get it together. Give me a second. Give me a second. I don't live stream much, so let me get into this phone. Make sure that I'm coming through. See if I look good or I look bad. Trust my swag.
Give me a second.
Oh, I am. Okay.
I don't live stream much.
All right. Since I'm live.
Let me.
God damn it! I hear it. Hold up. All right, y'all. Let me just go ahead and pull up a browser so I can get in touch with y'all. All right. Since I'm live. All right. So I'm good. Nobody's here yet. Now, y'all see the subject, and let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Now, I'm watching the NFL draft, and so the reason that this I have a bone to pick about all of this is because I know how racist this country is, and nobody wants to talk about it. How and the NFL is probably more racist than the country is. Matter of fact, I know it is. You seen what happened with Colin Kaepernick. You seen all of this stuff. The great Dick Gregory, the late great Dick Gregory, God rest his soul. He's like, when he watch football, all he sees is picking cotton with a ball, and I totally 100% agree. Now, I'm gonna go on my little monologue, and then after my monologue, I'm going to drop a link and we can talk about it. Hopefully, when you call in and things of that nature, I just set this up and I haven't done a call-in show before, so this is my first time, so you're going to have to bear with me. But anyway, let's get to talking about these assholes in the NFL that didn't draft Shedeur Sanders. And if y'all don't know who Shedeur Sanders is, he's one of the outstanding prospects of, and he's Dion Sanders' son. And if you don't know who Dion Sanders is, what rock have you been living under? What rock have you been living under? You've been asleep for the last 30 years. So, the NFL had to draft has come. And Shedeur Sanders was actually at one point picked to be the #1 draft pick. Period. Overall. That means he's the best college football prospect that's out there. And I still believe that. Day 1 has passed. Day 2 has passed. Day 2 has passed. The first 33 rounds. And these people are picking boo-boo players that they probably about to cut over this man. Why, you ask? Well, I know why. I can tell you every reason why. They don't like look at his story. This guy went, his dad, who was a all great player, can arguably the best football player who's ever lived. Arguably the greatest athlete who's ever lived. Went to one of his practices as a kid, and he said he set up in his lawn chair. And he saw the coach make the kids go just smack up into each other. And this is a guy who knows football. They put him in a museum for playing football. Anyway, long story short, fast forward, he ends up coaching his sons all throughout, winning state titles in the state of Texas, which is not easy to do. And then with his son, Shedeur Sanders, they was like, well, if you bring Shedeur, we'll let you be the coach. They went there, turned the Jackson State program around. So much so that Colorado say, hey, come on over here. And Colorado's a big school, but they were trash and no name. Dion and his son took them from no name to household names in less than a year and a half. And now Colorado is one of the elite destinations for anybody who wants to go and play sports there. Not just football. They have turned, I mean, these guys are cash cows and money machines. You know, I don't see, and so anyway, so they do that thing in college. Draft comes up. This cat not only not get drafted in the first round, he hasn't been drafted yet, and I don't think they're gonna draft him. And you know why? Because them racist ass people in the NFL who will not draft somebody who doesn't conform to what they do. Yeah, the NFL is racist, buddy. Yeah, buddy, you gonna do what Master and them say. And if you don't do what they say, they gonna sell you cheap. They can straight say, if you don't think the NFL and pro football and pro sports in general is not slavery, I don't know if you think you know what you're looking at. They can straight, where else can they straight sell you, trade you, fine you, punish you? I'm surprised they don't bring the whip out. If they could, they'd bring the whip out. Nigga, you ain't shut that. You think it's a game. Now, Dion Sanders and his son has turned the whole entire football world on its ear with his ability. Dion Sanders is arguably now, in his short time coaching, is arguably the best coach who ever put on a whistle. Who else could go do what he did at Colorado and at Jackson State? He went to, and people say, oh, he lacks humility. Who else gonna go to Jackson, Mississippi and go put on a whistle and work for nothing? And he lacks humility. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Jackson, Mississippi. Anybody who says that America is the greatest country on earth ain't been to Mississippi. Anyway, so let me see if I can pull up some of this guy's highlights for you all, man. Let me see what I got here. Bam. Now, I don't want to pull up too many highlights because I'm going to get copyright struck for this. And I don't want all that BS going on. So I'm going to try to show one or two of them if I can pull them up here. Oh, here it is. All right. I might get copyright struck here. So let me see what I can do as far as streaming this stuff in here. Now, I only want to show you all one play because they talk about this cat can't play. All right, now under full disclosure, hold on. Let me put my shit back up here. What if under full disclosure, I used to play football in college. I'm not gonna name the college, but if your ass can't figure it out by now, you're retarded. I played football for a Division I school that was really good, and let me tell you, I used to play wide receiver, which is who catches the ball from the quarterback. I still got messed up fingers to this day for that. I know a quarterback when I see one, and I ain't got to see him throw but one or two passes, cause that's how many passes I done caught from so many quarterbacks. Some of them good, and some of them were terrible. And y'all know who y'all are. So, all right, let's go back to here. I'm only going to show one play because I don't want to get copyright struck. And let me see if I can get it. Which one of these bad boys it is I'm trying to find. He was about right on the 50-yard line playing against, I don't know. That wasn't it. That ain't it. That's it right here. Okay. All right, y'all. Now, I don't want to get hit with copyright. So I'm going to play this real quickly. What they say this cat right here. The quarterback is this guy right here. In the back, right by he's in the back. Y'all don't know what the quarterback is. Y'all figure it out. He's gonna be the one throwing the ball. That's Shedeur Sanders. Dion Sanders' kid. They are saying that he doesn't have the arm strength. He doesn't have the decision-making ability. We definitely know he got the toughness because his ass got sacked 150 million times, got his ass up, dusted himself off, and kept playing. Ain't a damn other quarterback that got drafted, and most of them in the NFL couldn't have done what he done in Colorado, which is turn a nothing program around and then made them a household name. But anyway, let's play this. Play this play right here. Hopefully I don't get copyright struck. Right here.
Bam. Colorado. Sanders.
Turn the volume down. Zing! Bam! I mean, you can't throw a ball better than that. You can't throw a goddamn ball better. It's pros can't make that throw. And this is who they say. What the hell going on? Okay. This is who they say cannot play. They're not drafting. They're not drafting this guy. And I've seen them draft all kind of guys, man. Way worse than this. So, and then they were like, well, you know, Dion Sanders came up and said, oh, well, they said Dion Sanders like, hey, we're going to control where he goes. Well, when Archie Manning had his kids come out, which is Peyton Manning and what's that sorry when they played for the Giants? Eli Manning. He going to Hall of Fame. He sucked. He threw 30 interceptions multiple years. And he going to the Hall of Fame. That just shows you how they'll put any white boy in the goddamn Hall of Fame. All he got to do is do anything. And Eli Manning ain't half the quarterback Cam Newton is. And Cam Newton can't go to the Hall of Fame. If he walked in there, they'll arrest his ass. Anyway. Back to what I was saying. They sitting there saying that Dion. Archie Manning said that. Yeah, we don't want him to go to the Chargers. We want him to go somewhere else and end up. They didn't say much about him. Eli Manning still went first pick of the draft with his sorry ass to the New York Giants. With his sorry corny ass, and your show sucks too. And your brother sucked too. Your brother was a little bit better than you. Peyton wasn't all that either. When they went all that Super Bowls, man, goddamn it, it was 50-50 some other people on there. And they had a lot to do with that. But anyway, let's go back to what I was saying. But when Dion said, oh, you got a problem, and now you want to blackball him and his son. Oh, we'll show you niggas. We gonna show y'all who's boss, who's massa. Yeah, that's exactly what went on. Pathetic son of bitches. Now, anyway, now Shedeur looks like he's not going to even get drafted. They're probably going to keep him out of the NFL. And this is a quarterback. You can't name me 10 quarterbacks playing in the NFL right now better than Shedeur Sanders, including them five fuckers that they drafted right before him. You can't name it. And it's all because those white owners and general managers only want black people that's gonna do what they want. You can't be brash, you can't be bravado, you can't be a bigger story than them. Unless you white. They'll let Peyton Manning, they'll let Eli Manning do it, and Archie Manning say, hey, I'm going to control my son's destiny. But they ain't going to let Dion and those little black boys, because he cared about his sons. Dion loved his son just like Archie Manning do. But yeah, they don't want to talk about it. Now, I've been on my soliloquy for 15 minutes. I'm finna drop some links so y'all can call in and talk about this on the show. Let me set up the Zoom. Where the hell is Zoom at? Let me set up Zoom first. Let me start a meeting. What the hell? No. Nah, you know, not quite yet. Anyway, let me go back to where I was. So, I want y'all can sit here and talk about it y'all want to. If I can get the Zoom to work now. I'm sitting here like I'm gonna get all this to work. But I think that them cats are racist, and they got one of them uppity niggas. Shedeur too uppity, he brags too much, him and his daddy. But they, and he too uppity for them. And they don't want nobody they don't want no buck nigga coming in their system and talking to they other ass kissing black players. They don't want nobody coming over their ass kissing black players and telling them, hey, don't listen to Massa. That's what this is all about. This is a bunch of blackballing racist stuff. I said it. Where's the goddamn meeting? Let me go to StreamYard first. Where's the Chrome? All right. Here's the StreamYard meeting. Which I don't know. Can I drop this link? That's the StreamYard meeting. Okay, anyway. God damn, man, it's messing up my whole setup. God damn. There's a stream. I mean, y'all can call that link. Hopefully I'll see y'all, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. Let me move this over here. Did I delete that? Hold up. That's the StreamYard meeting. I mean, this is America. This is the base. This is how America works. The white people are trying to keep, they always don't like the black people. They, and that's why when they go in, they recruit them little kids, man. I know they would go sit and they first thing they do is they try to go get the kids that ain't got no father in the house. Cause they can sit, they can go attack the mama. Cause the dad ain't gonna get up there, cause they could attack the mama. Cause if the dad in there and they say some BS, they gonna get their ass whooped. If at best they're gonna end up going to the hospital. But if mama there, mama just happy my baby going to college. No, Kyle, what the fuck? Man, let me get Zoom to working, man. I'm pissed. Man. That's why I don't even watch the NFL. Y'all shouldn't even watch that either. Them racist white people is trying to is getting Shedeur and his daddy in line. And y'all want some of that money, you better do what we say. Bunch of punk bitches. Hold on. Oh, I got the Zoom meeting popping. Hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. All right. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. All right, here we go. Invite. I'm finna drop the Zoom link. Where in the hell? It's supposed you're connected to this computer's whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the Zoom link. Share. No. Participants. Invite. Copy invite link. Here it is, y'all. I don't think anybody gonna call in. But there's the Zoom link. God damn, man. Sorry about this, y'all. Now, y'all can call in on these links. I'm gonna sit here and talk about these assholes. Let's just go into some other stuff, man. Where's Safari? Which one of these bad boys is here? Let's go to NFL.com. Let's just go to all these assholes that they picked in front of Shedeur Sanders. Like, hold on. Where's Safari? Let me put a view here. Here. No, let me put this here. Let me shrink my screen. No. Safari big, me little. Y'all have to bear with me. This is my first time doing it. Well, it's not my first time. Probably my second or third. But who gives a shit? Anyway, hold up. Let's iPhone. Oh, sorry. I told y'all what my camera is. I'm using iPhone for a camera. All right. Anyway, where the hell I'm going to put this in? All right, let's just see these assholes that they picked in front of Shedeur Sanders. Cam Ward, you ain't better than Shedeur Sanders. You could not go to Colorado and do what he did. You can't go to Jackson State and do what he did. Turn the programs around, take them sacks, go through all that, and then come out balling. You ain't built like that. Anybody called in? Hold on, let me make sure anybody called in. If y'all in the background, I'll get it with y'all as soon as I can. Hold up. Michael Irvin, he was talking a bunch of BS. Anyway. Cam Ward. Everybody, Cam Ward, he got a strong arm. Yeah, man, look here, man. Only quarterbacks with strong arms that was Hall of Fame talent was Dan Marino. Joe Montana had a popcorn ass arm that he could throw. He could throw the ball 30 yards at one point. Who else? Tom Brady. His arm was all right. Drew Brees didn't have a big cannon arm, but he knew. They knew where to throw the ball. The only people I knew that had cannon. Cam Newton had Mike Vick had a cannon for an arm. Who else? There was a couple people had a cannon for an arm, but the quarterbacks that they consider the best didn't have a cannon for an arm. Steve Young, he had a cannon. But like Montana, Breeze, who else? Ben Roethlisberger ain't just throwing the ball through a wall like that. Who had cannons for an arm? So having a cannon for an arm is not a prerequisite. You don't have to throw the ball hard. Joe Montana said it famously. I don't throw darts at balloons. I throw balloons at darts. Nah, you can't get, you can't tell everybody. I used to play football at a university, and if you can't figure out the university, you stupid. Everybody around, most people around football don't know the first thing about football, and that's include people that's playing. Man, my coach was a moron. Kim Helton Sr., I'm gonna tell you, was it Kim Helton Jr.? Kim Helton Jr., he coached at the university, and y'all figure out who he is. Yeah, I called you out. You a moron. His sons were morons, but they coaching now too. All y'all, man, they don't know nothing about football, man. And they sit over there, send all these scouts. Yeah, that'll tell you, dude, look who they drafted. They sit over there and drafted. They sit there, they got problems with Shedeur Sanders' character. And they drafted Baker Mayfield and Johnny Manziel, a cokehead. He got drafted in the first round. They knew he had got kicked out of parties, found on couches, high and drunk, years before he got drafted. And they weren't worried about his character. But Johnny Manziel is a white boy. They can go with that. But if a black dude do it, it's a problem. They's probably scared that somebody gonna whoop their ass. If Shedeur drunk, he gonna come up in there drunk and whoop y'all's ass. That's what he gonna do. They scared of that. Anyway, first pick, Cam Ward. Now, This cat is good, but he ain't Shedeur Sanders good. He can't go through that all that. He ain't got the it factor that's in him and his dad. In the Sanders. He ain't got that Sanders in him. Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is not the second pick of the draft if it wasn't for Shedeur. Travis Hunter ain't a Heisman Trophy winner if it wasn't for Shedeur and Prime. And Shedeur they all was in that same family. And the only one they took was Hunter. Travis Hunter wasn't the only one out there playing, bro. Anybody come in yet? Hell no, nobody want it. Y'all don't call in. I'll do this show by myself. I don't need y'all. I'm already pissed off. And then if you come in talking shit, you gonna get what you're looking for. I ain't scared of none of yous. Who the hell is Mason Graham? Will Campbell. Ashton Jitty. That's that running back. They say, oh, he's going to break Eric Dickerson's record. Man, that's bullshit. He going to have an extra game. He'd be lucky if he get to 2,000 yards. Ashton Jitty. I saw him play. He ain't effective like Shedeur Sanders is. Shedeur Sanders, man, didn't have an offensive line that was out there beating teams he ain't had no business beating, man. I mean, he's running for his life, throwing the ball on dimes, man. I've never seen that. Dude, I've seen a lot of football in my life. I've seen very many people as good as that kid, man. I ain't never seen none of this. This is racism, and black people, you need to get in line. And if you ain't gonna get in line and you gonna go against our system, we gonna show you. And they finna show you, Shedeur and Dion. They finna show you. They gonna show you better than you can tell them. But hey, we gonna take Travis. Who else in this month? Teotor McMillan, wide receiver from Arizona. You telling me you gonna take a wide receiver from Arizona from someone who turned a whole entire Division I powerhouse football program around almost single-handedly, third-handedly, with him, his dad, his brother, and his partners. They you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You couldn't get Nick Saban to do that shit. Anybody call yet? Let me check the callers. I don't see no callers. Let's keep going. Let's keep going to all the rest of these people that they say. And I'll tell you, 85% of the people on this list ain't going to be in the NFL in the next 3-4 years. Or very effective. Cam Ward got bust written all over him. Travis Hunter, he's a baller, but I mean, you don't use him right. I've seen better players, do less. But Shedeur's gonna show up and show out. Broke ribs, broke back and all. Bunch of pussy, boy. I swear, that's why I don't watch the NFL. And that's the thing about them, man. They got a monopoly on that damn thing. They gonna let all the good white boys come in there and shine. Oh, you could have all the big bright lights, especially the New York Giants. See, he was supposed to go here to the New York Giants when they picked up Abdul Carter. The New York Giants been needing a quarterback ever since the 1920s. 1920, since Wellington Maris Sr. And he owned them when he bought the team for $5.50. Man, they been needing a quarterback because they was like, oh, Phil Simms was great. Phil Simms wasn't shit. And neither was Hostetler and all the rest of them. Who else was playing? Eli was trash. Eli was trash. If you throw 30 interceptions and 10 touchdowns, hold on, let's look at Eli Manning's stats. Come on, let's keep this shit funky. Let's kill another screen. Let's go to Bing. And let's look up Eli Manning's stats. Let's look up his stats in the career. I don't want to go to Amazon and shop nothing. Career stats, ESPN.com. Let's look at Eli Manning's stats every year. His first year, He stunk. But that's all right. His second year, he went 24-17 interceptions. This motherfucker throwing 20 picks a year. Which that year he scored? That year, hold up. That year he won the Super Bowl in 2007. 2007, he won the Super Bowl. He threw 23 touchdowns. He had a 50 quarterback rate. That's out of 100. He threw 30, and that's probably one of his best years. This is the first pick of the draft. Talking about I don't want to play for any of these teams. I need to dictate and put my. You should have been happy. Their ass let you pour Gatorade. You should have been happy. They let you put Gatorade in the bottle and give your teammates water. You should have been the water boy. You should have been happy. You held the clipboard and put on a headset. Eli was trash. He was trash when he was at Ole Miss. Then 23, that's the year they won the Super Bowl. Was that 2007? And then they won another one. I think they won it. This is the one in 2013 they won. This motherfucker threw 27 interceptions in a year. His ass was paid off. Only way you throw picks like that is if you getting paid. He was getting paid off. Look at this, man. Look at his career stats. How did he throw? I thought he threw more interceptions than touchdowns. But his career stats is average. And you telling me Shedeur Sanders will never throw 27 interceptions in a season. Period. Ever. Man, that is terrible. Terrible. Get your sorry ass off my screen. So he didn't get picked first round. They didn't. Then the Giants had the gall to go get Jackson Dart. Who the fuck is that? Got the gall to go get Jackson Dart and they gonna start him. Guess what, New York Giants? He gonna suck just like Jones and all the rest of them. Yes, he is. He's gonna be terrible. Cause y'all terrible. Cause y'all ain't gonna. When have you ever seen a black quarterback? Cause see, the Giants are racist. Whenever all these great black quarterbacks that's come through. Cam Newton's. And they've been needing a quarterback in that franchise forever. There's never been a great New York Giant quarterback. Ever. And they've been needing a quarterback for decades. And all these great quarterbacks come in. They've traded away picks. Oh, I'm not picking Michael Vick. I'm not picking this and that. When have you ever seen them line up a great black quarterback? All these great ones is coming out. Two just played for the Super Bowl. And Dak Prescott been sticking a foot in y'all ass since he got in the league. And he half black. Randall Cunningham. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on. But no, y'all not gonna get y'all not going there. No, we're not gonna have So the Giants weren't gonna draft. They wasn't gonna draft Shedeur Sanders if they would have. It didn't matter what they did. They weren't gonna draft him because they're black. Anyway, let's go to round 2. Tennessee. Oh, that's not round 2. Round 2. They went in round 2 and drafted Jaden Higgins. Now, the Texans did need a quarterback. Let's see who needs a quarterback. Let's just say the Texans got their guy. So they don't need to have somebody. They got their guy. Even though if they guy go down, they could use Shedeur Sanders as a backup. But who's the Texans quarterback? I can't think of his name. C.J. Stroud. If C.J. goes down, then they could go draft Shedeur right here, and they could just, bam, keep on moving. That's a Super Bowl move. But now, if C.J. Stroud starts struggling, and he don't want C.J. Stroud looking over his back. If C.J. Stroud starts struggling, everybody gonna be calling for him to get replaced. So they ain't. So I kind of get it, but then I don't. But you're gonna be like, hey, C.J., it's your job. Hey, Shedeur, hey, God forbid something happens, we're going to need you to step in because we ain't going to want to have C.J. Stroud to go down and it costs us a Super Bowl when we can just draft you and sit you on the bench for 4 years in the second round. That's a good business move. But no, if something was to happen and then Shedeur becomes a star, oh, now it's going to be a problem. Oh, we don't get our shine. Oh, now we got a big monster. Blah, blah, blah. See, because all them white boys and all them ass-kissing black people who support them white boys, they haters like that. What else is going on out here, man? Yeah. Who else is in here, man? I'm sitting here trying to run the show and talk to y'all. So y'all bear with me. I'm not really good at this. Who the hell is T.J. Sanders, bro? Quincy. I mean, the Cleveland Browns need a quarterback like they need a hole in their head, bro. They drafted Quinshon Judkins from Ohio State, a running back, versus a goddamn Shedeur Sanders. Quinshon Judkins can't go to goddamn Colorado and take them from a one-win team all the way to a household playoff contender. Colorado had been terrible for 20-some years before Shedeur and Prime got there. 20-something. Yeah, I mean, you see, and y'all don't even sit there and say this about these guys, man. They racist, and they just because they don't hang black people and put them on a slave plantation and call them the N-word, don't mean that they ain't racist. They think that there's a class system that certain players need to conform to what I have to do, and they don't put those same type of guidelines on the white players. They put it on the black players. You gonna conform what I do, or I'm gonna sell your ass and I'm gonna sell you cheap, or I'm gonna cut you and send you home to your mama. They don't say they sending their black players home to their daddies, their families. They said, I'm sending you home to your mama where I got you off of her couch. And she was so happy that somebody was going to come get her son. And she thought she did a good job. She ain't do shit. But send him to the wolves. God damn, these boys, I tell you the nerve of these people, man. And y'all let these men get away with it. Who else needs a quarterback here? The New England Patriots. They ain't got a Shedeur Sanders on their team. They gonna get behind that trash-ass quarterback and you ain't gonna win shit. Shedeur Sanders is a winner. Yeah, everybody in that league know that Shedeur Sanders can go to the Super Bowl and win a goddamn Super Bowl. Carry a team. Play hurt. He got the it factor. His dad got the it factor. But no, but he's better than you all. His dad no more than you all, so now you got a problem. Anyway, they still ain't drafted this thing. The New York Jets, who sucked the whole entire existence of their franchise, who needs a quarterback. They think they got one, and they ain't got one. Could have drafted this kid and just let him just develop as a backup. Could have drafted this kid. The New York Jets has sucked forever. The Jets. I was in Atlantic City and a gambling man was like, oh, the Jets are going to get their ass kicked. They're the Jets. I'm like, damn. Let me move myself. Hold on, give me a second. Move myself over here. Cover up some of this NFL brand. Fuck them. Oh, Hawthorne Wingo, I'm out of my mind. How am I out of my mind, Hawthorne? Please chat and let me know. How am I out of my mind? What am I missing? Let's have a conversation. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see if somebody called in. I'm sitting here. I'm not paying attention. I'm on my soapbox. Excuse me, y'all. Yep, nobody's called in. How am I out of my mind? Let me know. So, let me see. Who else is they not drafted? Who else passed on Shedeur Sanders? It's people in the NFL ain't ever done anything. Ain't ever had a quarterback. Let me just name the teams who ain't had a quarterback as good as Shedeur Sanders in their existence. And some of these teams are 100 years old. The Chicago Bears ain't had a quarterback as good as Shedeur Sanders. Jim McMahon wasn't shit. The Cleveland Browns ain't never had a quarterback as good as Shedeur Sanders. And they're drafting in the second round Carson Swessinger. Let's just go to the first round. Let's just go to the first round. The Tennessee Titans. Oh, that's the Houston Oilers. They had Warren Moon and Steve McNair. Okay, let's skip them. They have the Jacksonville Jaguars. They had Mark Brunell who could play. Okay, let's skip them. And they also had another cat that could play real. The cat that got now, he's pretty good too. So Jacksonville, the New York Giants. Okay, that's the third team. They have never in their franchise history have had a quarterback as good as Shedeur Sanders. Eli Manning was trash. Phil Simms was average at best. Jeff Hostetler backed him up, so that tells you about Jeff Hostetler, and he won the Super Bowl. Well, the New York Giants won the Super Bowl. Who else? Who else played for the Giants was any good? Don't worry, I'll wait. They played quarterback. Okay, Hawthorne Wingo, hold up, man. Let me see. Okay, y'all look at the chat. Hawthorne Wingo. Because you know Dion and his son have big mouths, and we talk around camp like you're shiznit, don't stizank. This is what happened. Good point, Hawthorne. You got a good point. However, when Eli Manning and Archie Manning walk around there talking about how good they were, ain't nobody say nothing about that. It's just the way that they say it. It's just the way that Dion and those guys say it. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is the thing. It ain't bad unless you can back it up. See, all that is this is just in my opinion. You have your opinion, I have mine. Is that it's jealousy, and white people are jealous when black people are brash and confident. They call it cocky or whatever. But when Eli Manning or Johnny Manziel, y'all remember this? Ain't nobody say nothing about that. Right? When he do it, he just confident. Right? So, at the end of the day, nobody sit there and said, why didn't they do Johnny Manziel? Why didn't they let him slip in the draft? He did slip, but he ain't slip like that. Somebody got him, the Browns, and you know how that story ended. But when a black guy does it, they're going to sit there and do the old American way, which is put black people in their place. Black men. Because you can't sit up here and say, they brash and they talking, but are they backing it up? Are they telling a lie? Are they terrible? Are they bad players? No, they are good players. And they just letting you know, buddy. And then that just brings jealousy out. Shit, man, you know. And all these people swear up and down they're religious. Anyway, let me see if I can make my screen bigger. Jealousy is one of the Ain't that one of the 7 deadly sins or whatever? Why do you, okay, Hawthorne Wingo. He say stop it with the white, but come on, man. What else is it? What else is it? They do. Why do you want me to stop it? I'm telling the truth. I'll stop it when I'm lying. Because it's been a lot of brash and cocky white players. But it's a problem. But when, everybody hate it when the black guys do it. I'm telling you, I used to play football, man. They treat white players different than black players. I'm telling you, man. I'm talking about in football systems. Just all you have to do, look at what Tony Romo needed some money, and look at what Dak Prescott needed some money. They franchised Dak Prescott 2 times, and then he ruined his whole team. And if he would have gave Dak Prescott the money 3 years earlier, he would have salary cap room. Now that he gave Dak Prescott money later, he's screwed. Jerry Jones ruined his own team. And you don't say, oh, he not racist because he give black players jobs. Does that make you not racist? Really? I'm just telling you, man. Tell me why should I stop it? I'm not saying all white guys. I'm talking about the ones, the good old football system up there that told Colin Kaepernick, you better get up and put your hand on your heart. Who cares? Who cares? The national anthem sucks. Who cares, man? I wouldn't stand up for that bullshit either. Anyway, let's go back to my original point. Which one of these teams have had in their history a quarterback better than Shedeur Sanders? Not the Giants. Barely the Jacksonville Jaguars. And who we got? New England Patriots. Okay, we got Tom Brady, right? Then after that, then after that, by the way, Shedeur Sanders, one of his mentors, or one of his people. I don't know a better way to say it, but one of the people that he take advice from. I guess you call it a mentor. Somebody he got on speed dial for advice is Tom Brady, and Tom Brady gives him advice on how to be dominant, and it seems like it works. Hold up, Hawthorne. I'm gonna get to you in a minute. Let me go through my point, cause you. I see your chats. You want to start it. You really want to smoke, and you finna get what you looking for, buddy. You want to talk football? We gonna talk football too. We gonna go past the racism stuff. We gonna talk the way you want to talk, Hawthorne. We gonna talk what you want to talk about. We gonna talk X's and O's, and measurables. We gonna talk football. Since that's where you want to go with it, we can talk that. All right, bet. I'm about to say, I might need to get a break, but we're gonna talk X's and O's. But let me get to my original point first. The New York Jets? The New York Jets ain't had. I don't even want to talk about the New York Jets. The Cleveland Browns ain't never had nothing either. The Browns are better than the Jets, but barely. So we got the Cleveland Browns ain't never had a quarterback good as, you know what, hold up. Cleveland Browns at one time, man, Bernie Kosar was pretty damn good, man. But I think Shedeur is better than him, Who else the Cleveland Browns had that was any good? Baker Mayfield? Who? Man, this is why I don't know why they pay these scouts and general managers money. I don't know how they get a check. They pay them to be a bunch of dumbass mofos, man. The LA Raiders. Now the Raiders have had some quarterbacks better than Shedeur. But not in the last probably about 20, 30 years. These are the people who drafted Jamarcus Russell. They sit there and said, we're going to go with a running back versus a quarterback versus a quarterback who turned the Colorado Buffaloes from a 1-win team to a 9-win team in less than a year and a half. Who was the catalyst of that? You know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do. That's why the Raiders have been sucking for the last 40 years. Let's keep looking at this BS. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to the chat in a minute. I'm gonna read all y'all. And y'all wanna talk football? We can talk football. Yeah, you talking to a former football player. And I played at the university. I played at a major university. And if your dumb ass can't figure out who at the major university is, your ass need glasses and you need a brain transplant. The Carolina motherfucking Panthers. They just drafted. Oh Lord, they talk about they don't need a quarterback. You gonna go with Bryce Young, who's just sat there and laid 2 goose eggs, you seen what Bryce, whatever, you drafted him number 1, and you think that Ahmad Member is gonna fix the BS that's going on in Carolina. Really? Your ass is gonna be drafting the top of the draft next year. Let's go to the next team. Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers had 1 quarterback in their franchise history better than Shedeur Sanders, and that's Cam Newton. And let me see if I can think of another. I'm taking too long. Anyway, the New York Jets. Do we even have to explain the bullshit that goes on over there with the New York Jets franchise? Do I even have to explain Woody Johnson and he don't know nothing, and nobody he knows know nothing. Now, they got Aaron Glenn in there. Now, Aaron Glenn know what he's doing. But Aaron Glenn, you fucking up. You're not picking him and thinking that they finna be successful. Hell no. You're picking in the first round. You're picking 7-9. If you ain't trade your pick, you're picking 3rd next year. Y'all getting your ass beat down next year. I said it. And let's see who's next. Did Carolina have 2 picks? The New Orleans Saints. They only had 1 quarterback better than Eli Manning, and it ain't. I mean, better than Shedeur Sanders, and it ain't Archie Manning. And Archie Manning was an all-time great. And that'd be Drew Brees. Chicago Bears. Really? We're going to talk about the Chicago Bears. The San Francisco 49ers. The Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Dallas Cowboys, now they have a quarterback now. But if that go down, they fucked. So, and that's the thing, though. See, the Dallas Cowboys is a hype train, thanks to Jerry Jones, excuse me. And so, I know the Dallas fans, I'm from Texas. They are pathetic. As soon as Dak start messing up, they're going to be calling for him to get benched for Shedeur. And Jerry Jones don't want them problems. Because that's just hard. That's just hard to have that's just hard to have a program in front of them. But anyway, let me finish. The Bears, San Francisco's had some great quarterbacks, so let's just keep going past the Cowboys. Okay, the Miami Dolphins got Tua Tagovailoa. As soon as he do a slide, he hit the ground hard and he gets hurt. So they need Plan B for sure. Cause Plan A is getting hurt every year. See, he got pushed down and got a concussion. That is not a football player. Anyway, hold on, let me move let's finish this, man. Y'all, these people think that they can just do good without Shedeur. Like they franchises had all success. Like they don't need all that type of hype machine and all that fame and get all that money because Shedeur Sanders is a walking cash cow. Atlanta Falcons, come on now, man. Having Shedeur there. Your team's budget just went up. Soon as they draft Shedeur, that's $500 million in the bank. Soon as they draft him, Shedeur, jersey sales, ticket sales, this, that, this, and the other. You know, that's Atlanta. You know, come on, man. Y'all smoking. Hey, but you know, hey, we're gonna get Jalen Walker. Get the fuck out of here, man. These motherfuckers, boy, man, you can't make these people up, man. Arizona Cardinals have been having bust quarterbacks. Matt Leinart, what's the one from UCLA? I can't remember his name. And you go on and on and on and on and on. Man, please. But they got whatever his name is now. I can't think of his name. Number 1. They got him there, so it's gonna be all right. Anyway, now see these guys at the end of the draft. That's the thing. If you don't get drafted early, you a quarterback. You ain't going late round. I mean, ain't nobody picking last in the draft unless they traded they pick. That have a quarterback. Kansas City obviously has a quarterback. The Philadelphia Eagles, obviously, they won the Super Bowl. But hey, Jalen goes down. You got a backup. Buffalo Bills, Washington Commanders, Detroit Lions, Baltimore Ravens. They all got shit. Some of these cats is either going. They all got MVPs, if I'm not mistaken, or they finished runner up. Anyway, let me go to this chat, man. These motherfuckers in here talking shit. Charlie Ward won the Heisman. Charlie Ward is not. Man, hold up, man. Who? Okay, let's go to the first one. Hawthorne Wingo. I can name 2 things he has: a slow release, and he's only 6 feet. Why did he lead the college? Why did he lead the college? Why did he lead the college Colorado Buffaloes in college and all that then? Huh? Obviously, it wasn't that slow. If it was that slow, ain't nobody jumping his routes. I don't see nobody jumping his routes and picking the ball off. Do you? I don't see it. Randall Cunningham had a slow release. You know. He's only 6 foot. Is he? Hold on. Let's look at this. Let's look at his measurables. Okay. Prospects. Position. Quarterback. Shedeur Sanders. What they got him at? 6'1.5". 6'1.5". Okay. How many quarterbacks are 6'1.5"? Who is shorter than 6'1.5"? That I know. Steve Young was only 6 foot. Oh yeah? You think it's a game? They got him at 6'2". That's bullshit. Okay. So he's just as tall as Steve Young. All right. Okay. Drew Brees. 6 foot. All right. See, arguably that's the best quarterback who ever put on a pair of shoulder pads. Okay. He has Tom Brady either has or had to break all of his stats. Let's see who else is this? How tall is and I think Drew Brees was at least successful. How tall is Mike Vick? 6 foot. They drafted that dude the last year or the year before from Alabama, and he wasn't that tall. Who's the cool? Bryce Young. How tall is Bryce Young? He 5'10". He went first pick of the draft, man. And you sit on what else, man? Y'all sitting there, y'all always got all this to say, Hawthorne Wingo. Oh, I keep going. Oh, Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie, who's an all-time great. 5'10". Didn't seem to bother him. Who else? I don't think Tua Tagovailoa is over 6'1.5". Tua Tagovailoa. 6'1", Tua Tagovailoa. Who else? Who else, man? How tall is CJ Stroud? All right, he an inch taller. 6'3". I think Lamar Jackson 6'2". How tall is Lamar Jackson? 6'2". We talk about a half an inch. The size of most of these people's egos and confidence. 6'2". So what are we talking about, man? Charlie Ward was done way worse. Charlie, yes, he well, I don't know yet. Because who's that? The Outbounds Cat podcast? I don't know yet. Well, see, Charlie Ward was saying he wasn't ruling out playing basketball. This guy says I'm straight football. So anyway, let me keep going. I can name two things. A slow release of 6 foot. Charlie Ward won the Heisman and National Championship for Florida State and was undrafted. Yeah, he was. But I think that had to do with something with basketball. It's going to affect Colorado football players. Players will leave thinking they will also be blacklisted. Players are already leaving. Wester and Hood are all gone. And those are some ballers. Wester and Hood are some ballers, bro. Hold on. Let me show something else, man. And who did that? Spur Tree won. You said a mouthful on that one, buddy. Hold up. Let's go back. Look at who besides Travis Hunter. Let's look at the Colorado players. God damn it, what's happening here? Let's look at the Colorado players. Let's look at prospects. Look at the college, and let's look at Colorado. Let me show you how much they hate Dion. Because he turned the coaching realms on his ear. He did something that all them quote unquote great coaches couldn't do. Look at this, man. They picked one of them cats, man. Jimmy Horn Jr. is a pro. Wester is a pro. Shedeur Sanders is a pro. Will Shepard's another pro. I'm telling you, man. That's that hate, man. Dion came and brought his, they all talking about you saw Jason Whitlock with his ass kissing fat ass sitting over there saying that Dion don't have any type of humility. How else you go coach in Jackson, Mississippi without humility, bruh? And get paid nothing. And looked out for all his coaches. He looked out for all his coaches. All those NFL greats. Warren Sapp and them saying, man, I come coach for Brown for little or nothing. You know what I'm saying? and Dion still look out for him. Dion look out for all those guys, man. Fat ass. I can't stand Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock, you was a pussy, and I hope you see this. But he probably already know that he ain't shit. So I ain't telling him nothing he don't know. Shedeur Sanders, look, he has a 6.3 grade, which is Travis Hunter. Of course they're gonna pick Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is of course they're gonna pick Travis Hunter. I mean, they can't hate on Travis Hunter. But Travis Hunter has the attitude that they like. All I want to do is play football and fish. No. Shedeur Sanders is like, look at my watch, look at my wrist. I ain't look like you bitches, y'all ain't shining like this. See, they don't like that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Sometimes you got to show these motherfuckers. Because, damn it, some people don't think fat meat greasy. Anyway, you pulling the card out, bro, not me. How is it racist when two black QBs were drafted before him? See, that's the thing. You think just because they get one or two guys, we call that the token Negro syndrome. See, just because Donald Trump put one black person in his cabinet, that don't mean he care about that he ain't racist. Just because you see, that's the thing. That's the wool they pull over everybody's eyes. But you ain't fooling me with that one. See, Cam Newton ain't sitting over there talking about his wrist. And, Cam Newton ain't sitting there saying, I ain't playing for any of y'all. Cam Newton ain't sitting in meetings saying, hey, I'm the guy. You don't want to draft me. Screw y'all. Y'all see the tape. Cam Ward ain't able to do what Shedeur does. Man, come on, man. Anyway. That's why you got 22 viewers with that L take. I never heard of you, bro. I don't give a damn you ain't heard of me. Shit. This ain't got nothing to do with me being famous. I don't give a damn about being famous. I done made my money doing something that you don't that most people don't even know. So, and I'll never explain it. I do this for a hobby. I'm glad you tuned in though, because you brought up some good points. You brought up some good points. I just, and don't get in your damn feelings, man. We just sit here talking. Don't get in your feelings. You want to sit over there and degrade me. You know what I'm saying? You don't want me to start talking about you and your mama. I'll do it too. You know what I mean? You're talking about I only got 22 viewers. Whatever. I'm surprised I got that many, to be honest with you. Okay. I would draft The Rock over Sanders because you don't know shit about football. Now, since you want to start talking about me, you don't know what you looking at. Oh, Rock before Sanders. Get the fuck out of here, man. Bro, stop talking, whatever. We have Tanner McKee. Who is we? Okay. Anyway. Hold on, let me put my screen bigger. Let me read these comments. Let me interact with the people that are looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Because I want y'all to call in. Anybody call in. Why don't y'all scary ass call in? You want to talk? Y'all want to talk? I got the links up there in the chat. I'll drop them again if you want me to. Hold up. Bro, stop talking. We have Tanner McKee. Who the hell is Tanner McKee? BYU exposed Sanders in the bowl game. Dude. Well, what did everybody else do when he was throwing all the touchdowns on them? They exposed him too. They exposed how to get scored on because he ran a score up on all them cats. USC, you name it. Look. Everybody has a bad game, man. It could have been cold. I mean, I remember one time playing in a bowl game. Matter of fact, it's the only bowl game I played in, man. It was so cold. I went back up in the damn. I'm gonna tell you, I thought I was a gangster. I thought I was a killer. It was so cold in that bowl game, and the wind was blowing so hard. I went back in that tunnel, put my clothes back on, put my coat on, and said, I don't want to play. That's how cold it was. Being a kid from South Texas, and you stick me in the deep freezer, I was shivering. I was like, oh no. How do people live like this? Man, so, I'm just saying, that's just one thing. It could be many other factors. But let me go ahead and finish with these comments. I've never heard so many L takes in my life. With shoes on. Okay. Hurts. What about Hurts? Okay. Super Bowl MVP. And Hurts is not as good as Shedeur Sanders. Hurts got benched in the national championship game, and his backup let him on to come back to win. Now, he did get a lot better, but it is some gangsters on that Philadelphia Eagles team, man. It ain't just Jalen Hurts out there. Just trust me on that. He may get the credit, but that is giving him too much credit. It is some gangsters on that team. Charlie Wood wanted to play football. Yeah, but he didn't lead. See, back in those days, the white powers that be in the NFL say, "Are you gonna be for us and only us? And you don't only work for us because we only want you to have one job, and you better do that job good, or we gonna sell you cheap." Now, so if Charlie Ward was like, "Hey, I'm gonna leave my options open. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go with my best options," and they were done with it. That's pretty much what happened. So, you know, he was supposed to play for the Knicks when no team drafted him, and he had a good career with the Knicks too. And he made the good decision. He ain't got to. He had to take them licks. He ain't had to take them hits, and he gonna sit there and play hoop. Man, he played about 10 years too. 10 years hoop. Go play in that bullshit ass NFL league. What would you do? And I'm telling you, basketball coochie is way different than football coochie. I'm just saying. They both some suckers for love, but I'm just saying. You call it what you want to call it. Let me read the rest of this. I'm brainwashed. Yeah, whatever. He can. LOL. Just like Georgetown when they had the token white boy to bench on the bench for so many years. Whatever. Hold up, man. Let's go back to that. Why we sit here talking about Georgetown? Oh, okay. Oh, now, you know. Man, look here, man. Man, look here, man. Look. You could go to a lot of teams, bro. Let me see if anybody called me, man. Nobody's called in. So, okay, we still good. Nobody's called in the show. That's good. Y'all don't have to call in. I'll you know. We talk about hoop here, man. It ain't a person in the chat can name me 10 American-born white guys that were great in the NBA. So we talking about a token one. Come on now. It ain't like they don't give him a chance. You know. I'm talking about 10 American, and I'm talking about in NBA history. And I think I could probably name 10 or 20. But I ain't going to give them up. I could probably name, by estimate, I could probably name 25, like, American-born white guys. And and I bet you can't name 2 in the last 50 years. I mean, well, the last great one, American-born white guy that could play, that I can remember. Jay Will. They got something now, but I'm talking about stars, bona fide stars. You know what I mean? Like Larry Bird was a star. Tom Chambers was a star. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Rick Barry was a star. Jerry West was a star. John Stockton was a star. But name me, I just reeled off a few. See, people ain't gonna even say all of that. You know what I mean? I'm talking about stars. So having one guy one white guy in the NBA as a token, you kind of like how many out there? I mean, you could go to any playground and you can go just see a bunch of white guys out there just balling. Come on now, let's just keep it a buck. I mean, you'll see them, but not like that. You know what I mean? It ain't just like they can't. It ain't, I mean, look, man, let me just tell you about what slavery did to America. Why black people are so much better athletes. It ain't just because we're like that. You know what happened to the black people that were brought here on the slave ships that weren't good athletes? They died from the rigorous conditions. So that's why the black people, because all the weak ones, the white people killed them off. Slavery killed them off. And I'm saying white America. Who else was it? Asian America? Mexican America? No, that was white America with that shit. Anyway. You cool and so right. Okay. Thanks for telling me I'm cool. Cause somebody just a couple of days ago said I was the weirdest motherfucker they ever seen. Thought I was on cocaine or crack or something. They was like, is that all he does is drink? I think he do a little bit more. I was like, bitch, what the hell what was I doing? Hurts took Oklahoma to the Final Four and won the Heisman. Jalen Hurts won the Heisman? Bullshit. I didn't know that. Jalen Hurts won the Heisman? That's news to me. Let me look that up real quick. I ain't see that happening. Bryce Young won the Heisman? I think he did. Jalen Hurts won the Heisman? I don't think so. Let's go to the end. Bryce Young. So last year it was Travis Hunter and Jaden Daniels. I knew that. Caleb Williams. Yeah, I remember that. Bryce Young. Devontae Smith. Joe Burrow. Kyler Murray. Baker. Nah, Jalen Hurts didn't win the Heisman. Man, you got me with that one. I was like, what? hold on. Outbound. See, Outbound's podcast. Don't start in here. Cause I can go now. Don't start in here. Don't start in here. Outbound podcast say you do give cocaine vibes. Don't start in here. No, don't get me on you up in here now. Cause I would talk. I don't mind playing back and forth with anybody. I grew up doing that. Cause if you want that smoke, you can get it. If you want that smoke, you get it. You know, keep talking ish. You can get it. If you want that smoke, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I can give cocaine vibes. All right, I got it. Yeah. All right. I'm going to let that one slide. When you say some more shit, I'm going to get you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let that one slide. Because it was kind of funny. That's why I'm going to let it slide. But it's absolutely false. I don't do cocaine. And I don't want to talk about why I don't. Oh, Lord. Somebody's picking. Hold on. Whoa. Oh, the draft's still going on. Did they pick this motherfucker yet? I'm telling you, they are not going to pick Shedeur Sanders. Let me redo the title. I'm telling you, they ain't gonna pick him. I don't even have to look at the picks. But I feel, hold on. Let's look at the picks. The fourth round's going on, y'all. So let's go to here and let's look at the fourth round. I got it on. I didn't even see this coming, man. I was sitting here talking, and anyway, hold on. I was sitting here talking, man. Yeah. I was sitting here talking, man, and I didn't even know the damn draft's going on, and it just showed up. Why y'all ain't say nothing in the chat, man? Y'all supposed to be helping me out. Shit, man. They picking people in the draft. Nobody's calling in. I'm trying to run a show. You know what I'm saying? All right. John Stockton, Jay Will, you give cocaine vibes. Trolled me. My bad. Okay. So I'm done with the list. So let's go to the draft. I bet they are not going to pick Shedeur Sanders. He's been blackballed. They not going to even bring him in as a free agent. They say, nigga, you can't come to the league. You telling me that these players they picking now are better Shedeur Sanders. That tells you right there that they would rather lose than win with somebody like with somebody who can produce, but just all he does is put together a bravado and of confidence of a confident black man from a confident black family. America hates that, man. Anyway, I'm a confident black man from a confident black family, and everybody can kiss my motherfucking entire ass. That's the whole point of me doing this show, Out of Bounds podcast. With you slick, with you trying to throw low blows. You be trying to sit there and throw low blows at me, but that's all right. We can talk about. I can get over that. We can talk. I came here to talk about what's going on here, and I'm saying that and as a black man myself, I am not finna sit here and let them god doggone onkies do that to this black man without me saying something. I said it. Who the hell? Hold on. This is the fourth round. We are begging these people to pick this man in the fourth round. If I was to do it, I wouldn't even want to play football no more. Fuck these people. But that just shows you, man, that I played that game, bro. And when I was at the university, My coaches, they treated us the same way. If you had a big brash mouth, my coach told me, man, you know, you run your mouth. All you should tell me, all the person like you should tell the people like us is yassa and nosa. My coach told me that. That's the last thing he told me. And I was done playing football in less than a week or two. I was like, ain't nobody would tell me that, and I just sit there and take it. I should have socked him in his mouth. That's what I should have did. But I just like, you know what? Now I know what I'm dealing with. Who the hell is Shamiri Dyke? You telling me that he could turn Colorado's team around by getting sacked 90 times? Fuck no. He couldn't do that. The Jacksonville Jaguars picked Brazil Tootin from Virginia Tech. This man, they wrong for this, man. They wrong for doing like this, man. They wrong. They wrong, man. They wrong. This is wrong, boy. And y'all sit up there and pay y'all money to sit there and to these old racist white bastards in the NFL. Boy, y'all don't even know. You see what they did to Colin Kaepernick. They will nip and clip you black people in a heartbeat. They will snip y'all. Yeah, you want to show your ass, we'll show you. We don't give a damn how good you are. God damn it, this guy was one of the Heisman Trophy finalists. He was projected to go number 1 overall. He ain't even get drafted. He not. Let's see. Let's see. Did they pick any other quarterbacks? Dude, the 5th round almost over with, bro. The 4th round is finna come into the 5th round. And I had some college teammates that went to the NFL. If you get picked after the 4th round, you might as well go free agent because your ass is going to get cut. Somebody going to bring him into camp and cut him. Watch. That's going to be funny. Man. Knowing damn well he's going to be the best quarterback in camp. And somebody going to cut him because they just going to show you. They would rather sit there and teach black people a lesson versus win and make money. To show that white people are smarter and superior. I'm telling you. People don't want to say it. I say it. Let me see. Any of the comments troll me. Oh, man, I don't care about no trolls. My bad. I can't see him getting drafted at this point. I'm with you, man. It seems that, yeah, man. Gia Williams, you're so right. I don't know, man, if I'm right or wrong. I'm just come from my perspective as far as what I know. Because I played football since I was a little boy all the way up through college and in college I started seeing this type of stuff happen. And I was like, oh, y'all not finna sit here and have me going home with headaches and then call me an N-word to my face. Nah, you can't get, nah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah. You know, but that's how they want you to be. Yeah, you do what we say or we gonna sell you cheap. That's how the NFL, every NFL franchise is. You do what we say or we gonna punish you and we gonna sell you cheap. And when we're done with you, we gonna cut you, get rid of you, and ain't gonna give you nothing. We gonna throw you down the nigga hole. We gonna hit you in the head with a hammer and throw you on down that nigga hole. That's what's gonna happen to you, Django. Now, if the Kansas City Chiefs don't pick him, I mean, what can you say about that? They got Patrick Mahomes. You think, but I mean, at this point, like say, hey, Shedeur, man, you want to learn behind Patrick Mahomes? He'd probably be like, cool, let's do it. And then if Patrick Mahomes, God forbid, something happened to him, they could go right in with Shedeur Sanders, and they're indecent. But now, that owner's like, you better not pick him and bring him in here. Because I don't like him or his daddy. The Hunt family, that's who own that. Racist motherfucker. I wonder if I'm broadcasting. I hope I'm broadcasting good enough for y'all, man. Yeah, it says I'm going to 1080p. So, yeah, man. It's real hard to broadcast at 1080p, man. I mean, high def. It's really hard. It's not easy as it looks. Fox News can't even do that. But Fox News ain't a computer scientist like me. I'm smart. Yeah. Anyway, let's finish this. They have drafted Quincy Riley, a quarterback. Man, hold up. They just drafted Jalen Royals, a wide receiver from Utah State that's gonna be playing gunner. Gunner, bro. Over Shedeur Sanders, somebody who sat there and almost by himself with Travis Hunter on offense. Now, they had some cold wide receivers out there, man. Them wide receivers from Colorado, some ballers, man. But they had no offensive line, had no running game. No running game. He probably led the team in rushing. Sit there and turned the Colorado team around. Took all that punishment, man. And, beat teams that he had no business beating. They also lost to some teams they had no business losing to. But that's just football. Anyway, man. Let me take a break, man. I'll be right back. I need something to drink. No Out of Bounds podcast. I'm not finna go toot some lines, some blow. All right, I'm back. Let me put my camera back on. How do I do this? God damn it. All right, I'm back. Had to get some drinks. Let me close this door. All right, that's just football, man. It is, man. And like, I mean, can you imagine, man, getting recruited by a major university and they sitting there lying to my parents talking about, hold up. Damn, how do I do this? And they sitting here lying to my parents. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to make sure I'm still broadcasting. Ooh-wee. Man, is it too early to be drinking? Damn, it is. So let me go to the chat right here, man. You with me, dog? Yeah, man. Hey. Anybody call in? Yeah, let me make sure anybody called in. Yeah, I have to link. Let me see. Can I pin these links to the chat? Pin message. That's the Zoom. I pinned the Zoom link. Can I pin another one? I guess not. No, pin this one. God damn it. You know what? They say StreamYard's better. I'm going to pin the StreamYard one. Let me pin the StreamYard line message. Yeah, I'm gonna pin the StreamYard message to the top of the chat. To the chat. Hopefully, somebody has some nerve to call in. But if not, don't worry about it. I ain't tripping. I ain't mad at you. But let's look at the rest of this BS that's going on in the NFL draft. See, this is why I don't even watch the NFL. Because I know they don't like niggas. You know what I'm saying? They just use, and I'm talking about these and everybody, and I hope all my former teammates, y'all listen to this too. All y'all that went to the NFL, all y'all some ass-kissing mofos for going to the NFL and letting the white people use y'all like that. And then after that, you leave the NFL. If you don't want to talk good about the Dallas Cowboys is greatest, and the New York Saints, the New York Giants, and the New Orleans Saints, and the blah, 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 whatever. If y'all not talking good about them, y'all sit there and kiss more ass so y'all can get some broadcasting money. Besides telling the truth about them racist-ass people. They be like, oh, they not racist. Because they got more black quarterbacks now than ever. Shit, they had to. The white ones sucked. And you want to win. They want to win. And because at the end of the day, they'll be racist as long as till somebody start making more money than them. And then they be like, well, see, I showed you with this black quarterback I can make some more money. Then they start doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because green trumps white and black. And that's in any society. Man, that tequila's good. I mean, just the nerve of these people, man, to not draft this man, bro. The nerve of these motherfuckers. How long I been streaming? An hour and 30 minutes. I haven't dropped a frame, and I'm going high def. Thanks, university, for teaching me computer science. And the rest of the world. I learned more than my university. I'm damn near self-taught. Let's see who else of these bums they got picked before. Let me see. These people picked Teddy Buchanan, the Baltimore Ravens. I thought that was the Raiders. My bad. They could pick him to back up Lamar at this point. Just in case Lamar go down. I do it and then have some trade bait. They don't even want to do that. They done colluded and said, we going to teach this nigga a lesson. They teaching you a lesson, Shedeur. And you going to learn today, buddy. Shedeur, you going to learn today. How many people watching my show? I can't believe y'all this many people tuned in. I thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all could be listening to anybody else, but your ass is sitting here listening to me. I sure appreciate it, man. Let me see who else is in here. And this is my thing, man. I don't need the money, so don't send me no money. Don't super chat or nothing. I don't need the money. Just trust me. I used to be a brilliant investor to y'all till they put Donald Trump's silly ass up in office. And now I lost all my money fucking around with that motherfucker and them tariffs. But that's another show. The Raiders who need a quarterback like they needed to move out of Oakland. Picked Tonka Hemingway from South Carolina. Yeah. Versus putting him on they are not finna pick that man and then they gonna cut him. They are not finna pick him. Boy, this is some gangster racist stuff here, boy. And I said the R word. The NFL, the owners all the way down are racist. Them damn funky honkies. Sitting over there and did that to that guy. Hey, we not gonna give you a job unless you do what we say. I do what you say. Just like Jason Whitlock and all them other people who praise the NFL. I do what you say. I love my Jerry Jones. My Jerry Jones gave me some good money. Get y'all bitch asses out of here, man. Let me see if I can pin another link here, man. Let me see if I can share. Let me see if I can send I'm gonna drop the link here again. God damn, I'm messing up. Hold up. I'm gonna drop the link here again, man. I'm gonna drop the link here again, man. That's the go in the Zoom. If you prefer Zoom, I got Zoom. I got StreamYard Zoom. You can call it however you want to call. I got a computer in here powerful enough. I can have everybody in here call in here. I can have 25 guests. I might put y'all up here. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna put y'all on audio first. But if y'all want to come on video, y'all can. Y'all, I don't care. I mean, I'm gonna have to get some more headphones because I done ran out of juice sitting up here talking. I got these damn cheap ass earbuds in my ear. You know what? They not cheap. Let me stop talking about my equipment. It served me well. You know what I'm saying? But I can put y'all in the speakers. Dion should buy an NFL team and sign his son. Oh, hold on. Let me get to the chat. I'm glad you said. Who said that? Hawthorne Wing on. Oh, Lord. You are, man. Dude, I hope you under the age of like 25. Because that's the only way this makes sense. Okay. Do you know how much an NFL team costs? And then on top of that, Donald Trump can't afford an NFL team. That shows you how much little money he got. You can't you can't walk in a NFL on any. I'm talking about the cheapest NFL team right now is probably going for $2 billion. Dion Sanders ain't got that. That's different money, bro. That's different money. That's tech money. Talking about go buy a team. It ain't that easy. You know what I'm saying? Number one, somebody got to sell one. And who would want to sell a team when you can sit there and be racist? You can sit there and be racist and classist all you want, and people will still come to your games and give you all their money. Why would you sell out of that? I could sit there and take players and tell Colin Kaepernick stand for the national anthem, take players, cut them, and don't give them no health care. They go blow their brains out, and ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. Why would I sell that business? And it's worth $2 billion. You don't understand economics, homie. I mean, I'm just and look, I'm not trying to. If I come across as if I come across as abrasive, I apologize. It's just kind of like my persona, my personality. But it's just like, why would I sell that? That makes no sense at all. So Dion buying a team ain't gonna happen. Number one, he can't afford it, and then number two, ain't nobody gonna sell him one. Cause how many black owners they got in the NFL? What team he gonna buy? A arena ball team? Shit. Yeah, I'm from Port Arthur. Jerry Dupree. I grew up on, if I tell you what street I grew up on, you might. I grew up by that Church's Chicken. That's a good enough vicinity where you probably won't know who I am. You know that Billups and that Church's Chicken. You know what I'm talking about if you're from Port Arthur, if you ever been there. Dion should buy a team. That's just football. What up, bro? You from Port Arthur too? Dion and LeBron and Jay-Z. Is that economics enough for you? What the hell is Dion, LeBron? Oh, you saying Dion, LeBron, and Jay-Z got that money to put up and buy that team? I don't know, man. I don't know. I said $2 billion, right? 2. Now, if Dion, I know Dion ain't got $500 million. I know hold on. Let's do the simple math on that. 2 divided by 3, if I'm not mistaken, if you do 2 divided by 3, $2 million divided by 3, 2/3 2/3. That's 2/3. 2/3 is 66%. So 66%. So if they each put up $66 million, right? So 66 million and 66 million, that'll be 13 million. Yeah, that'll get you right around 2 billion. Yeah. No, that's 1.3. No, 66 billion, 66 million and 66 million. 666 million and 660 plus 666 million. That's two people, right? That'll be 1.3 billion. And so you need about 700, which is 666 million more. That all three of them, so they have to put up between them three. They have to put up $666 million a piece. What's his name? Hawthorne Wingo. Excuse me, shit. They have to put up $666 million a piece. I know Dion ain't got $666 million, and I don't think LeBron got it either. And I be damned if Jay-Z got it either. You gotta have some heavy hitter money, bro. We talking about big ballers. We ain't talking about people that you see on TV. We talking about people that you don't see on TV. Most people here can't name me 5 NFL owners. I said it. Shit, boy. I don't know what y'all think this is, bro. This ain't a game out here. And them white boys that got that money, you gonna do what they say, or they ain't gonna pay you the millions of dollars. They gonna go take your mama house and go get it repoed. Or they gonna sell you cheap. And they gonna throw you down that nigga hole. Hit you in the head with a hammer, throw you on down that nigga hole. And that's gonna be your future, Django. That's gonna be the story of you, Django. All right, y'all. The last pick of the 4th round is coming in, and it's the San Francisco 49ers. I will bet every nickel I got that they don't draft Shedeur Sanders. And this is the end of the 4th round. This man is not getting drafted. You see, you got to understand my genius, man. I said he's been blackballed. I'm doing this before the draft's even over. I'm saying he's not going to get drafted. Jordan Watkins, wide receiver from Mississippi. They picked him over Shedeur Sanders. Somebody they could sit there on the bench. Who like they finna show y'all black asses Sanders that they don't appreciate y'all being confident, cocky, and successful. They finna show y'all ass. They finna show you bitches. Goddamn right. Goddamn motherfucking right. They finna show y'all. Y'all don't think fat meat greasy. They finna show y'all. Oh, let me see if I can put y'all on the screen, bro. Damn, I used to know how to do that. Man, y'all just look at the comments in y'all browsers and y'all phones, bro. I mean, damn, I used to know how to do. Yeah. Let me see. Damn, I actually don't know how to do that. I don't stream live, y'all. Y'all have to forgive me. So let's just look at this. Teams that need quarterbacks or a backup quarterback, because what if the quarterback busts? See, this is how full of shit the NFL is. They said, you know what? Our quarterback might bust after we drafted him. We gonna put our whole stakes. We'll sit there and suffer 5 years before we succeed with this shit talking dude. White people don't like black people who talk a lot of noise. They don't mind if a white guy do it, but if a black guy do it, oh no, because white people, I don't know what problem they got. I don't know what problem they got. They just attack black people. Just They don't like to. They just try to. They copy us and then attack us. I don't know, man. Dog, y'all gonna have to let it go, man. We ain't your enemy, man. We'll help y'all. Why, man? Why? Cause our dicks are bigger? Is that it? Cause we be boning your chick. Your chicks want to bone us, bro. So what, man? Black women want to bone white boys too. Man, get over it, man. What y'all think y'all supposed to have all the women? We can't have some. What the hell, bro? Jay, 2010, facts. Look at Johnny Football. The braggadocious. Oh, all that. Oh, he's just confident. Oh, they love that. I saw a motherfucker do a whole. What do they do when you put together a little short movie about a dude? I forgot what this called. He did a whole praise of Johnny Manziel on a video. Made a whole website and everything for free. Johnny Manziel ain't never met him day in his life. But you sit up and tell him about she does. He don't deserve none of that. Get the fuck. See, that's just and white people don't think that's racist. Why do Johnny Manziel deserve stuff and Shedeur Sanders not? Like, you know what I'm saying? And they be like, oh, that's not racist. Like, well, what is it? What is it? They you know what, you know. Hold up. Who else in the chat? Did I get all the chats? If y'all call in, I'm looking at the call-ins. You know what? I'm gonna put y'all up here on this screen. I got several screens up here. I'm a little computer savvy, so I hooked up a good little setup in here. And I'm gonna try to keep. You know what? Now I need this to be in my field of vision. Let me put this up here. All right, this is gonna miss. Put these here. What the hell? All right, y'all bear with me. So I'm sitting here looking. So this is the 4th round. Round number 4. They just spinning the wheel, picking everybody at this point. And they still ain't picked your ass to do. Boy, you finna learn today. You gonna learn what a big dick looks like today. The NFL finna bend you over and no Vaseline. Just a match and a little bit of gasoline. They finna show you and your punk ass daddy who really running this. All of that successful, they gonna make sure that y'all being the best that they finna squash y'all black asses for being the best that y'all supposed to be. And they gonna grind it in the dust and be like, see black guys, whenever you think that you all anything besides a bunch of niggas, here you go. Oh yeah, you got that nigga wake up call today, buddy. Oh yeah, they zipper boy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, 2025. People say racism is over. Bitch, shit, man. Jay, is that your picture up there? I can't even see. Y'all give that. Y'all, I done got so old I can't see no more. Oh, okay. So, J 2010. I can't even see no more. Yeah, sorry. JJ 210. Is that the area code? I think that's San Antonio. But that's neither here nor there. Right? So are they they're just using the Sanders name to keep people watching the draft? Man, that was making me think. That comment is making me think. And I mean, okay. Would that work? Yes. Obviously, would that work? Yes. I'm using the Sanders name to do the show. But it's not. I'm not using it just because it's the Sanders name. I'm using it because I see they doing another black man dirty. And people sit and I got a bunch of friends and a lot of families sit around and say that racism stuff ain't kicking like no more. Bullshit is still kicking, bro, and it's gonna be kicking long after we gone. Cause white people think they better than black people. Why? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? My dick is bigger than yours. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, man. Let's look at this draft. Let's look at this goddamn draft, man. Fuck the NFL. Look at all these people, man. Name me some. When somebody chime in the chat when y'all know any of these players, and you can't be somebody that's from your college or somebody, it's something else. If Shemary Dyke, they said he's better than Shedeur Sanders. That's bullshit, man. And the Tennessee Titans, they could have drafted not only Cam Ward, they could have got Shedeur too. They're like, fuck, we get two best quarterbacks in the draft. They finna, now they're trying to show the Sanderses. The Sanders want to sit there and talk. They finna sit there. They not gonna talk. They gonna show you a different way, boy. They gonna show you, boy. Yeah, y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of boys, and y'all better do what we say, boy. Yes. They done drafted Brazil Tootin, a running back from Virginia Tech. They drafted Cam Scatterbo, running back from Arizona State. Scatterbo, man, what kind of, man, bro? And it's a white boy, man. They will draft a white running back over a black quarterback. Boy, look here. And ain't that the Giants? What if your quarterback busts? Wouldn't it be nice to have Shedeur Sanders versus Cam Scatterbo? God damn, man. These white people are insane. Boy, they are wild with this, bro. These white people in the NFL is sick with it, bro. They gonna show you who boss, boy. God, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to try to stop pausing the show. Let me see. I don't see anybody in the show. I'm checking. I don't see nobody call in yet. Hopefully my head, let me charge my headphones up, man. Man, I hope I'm gonna just keep it like this. Craig Woodson, safety from California. Jack Kaiser, Deontay Thornton, Deion Walker, Adrian Smith, Ty Robinson, Danny Stoops, C.J. West, Trevor Etienne. Who is the Carolina star quarterback? And please don't say Bryce Young. Please don't say they rolling with Bryce Young, bro. Man, come on now. And Hawthorne Wingo, you had the nerve to sit up here and put in the chat. Oh, it's because he's only 6 foot. Bryce Young ain't even 6 foot, and he got drafted first overall. So what the hell are you talking about, man? Come on, bro. You can't sit here and use these bullshit ass talking points that people sit there and regurgitate them, man. Would I bring something that has something behind it, man? You want to talk football? Let's talk football. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be a 7-footer to play quarterback. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Okay, hey, Keith Ingram. This. I see you chimed in with a message, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all chatting, including y'all talking shit about me. I appreciate y'all too. You know what I mean? I don't mind y'all talking shit, but don't sit over here and start talking if you can't take it either, because I can talk with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? You know. So, Keith Ingram, he chimed in saying, hey, they punishing Mr. Sanders. And they're punishing Mr. Sanders because they have not drafted any other Colorado athlete. Size sounds like... Hold up, man. I'm a little dyslexic. Hey, they punishing Mr. Sanders because they have not drafted any other Colorado athlete. No, they drafted what's the deal? Yeah, yeah. Others besides okay. I see what you said, Keith Ingram. I'm sorry, man. I'm a little slow sometimes. I get you. Size, his sounds. Look at it. They had at least 6. Oh, it was in the draft. Okay, Keith Ingram. I think I know what you. I'm not sure. I think you. This is what I'm taking from what you wrote. They're punishing Colorado and Dion. I think you have a point. Because they haven't drafted Wester and none of them cats. And them cats are dope, bro. You know what I'm saying? Them cats were getting open. Them cats were getting open against 10 against 6 and 7 DBs, man. People don't know how hard that is to do. I do, because I used to play that position. I used to play receiver. You got 6 people you got to get open with, and they catching it, and they scoring. Come on, bro, man, and they not going pro. Man, they are sitting there and they're trying to squash Dion and his coaching prowess a bit, because there's not a coach in history that's done what he's done. Because guess what? Think about it. You got a football player, and Dion, if you got any football player as a kid, anybody watching this video, and Dion shows up and sits down in your chair, you send him to Dion. They know that. They know Dion is way more of a threat than anybody knows. And any NFL player, they want to play for him. But you know, because why would you not want to play for Dion when anybody else is going to sit there and sell you for cheap and send you to the fields and send you back home? When Dion's going to look out for you. Dion looks out for his players. Dion looks out for his coaches. Dion looks out for everybody. That's why he's so damn successful. Because he's doing things the right way. He ain't sitting there lying like Nick Saban, exploiting players, doing dirty things to him. He's sitting there giving people just opportunities, doing things the right way, because he's genuinely a good. I think he's genuinely a good dude. I don't know him. He might be full of shit. But and then they mad at him because he sits there and says, "I'm good at what I do." You lucky. I'm gonna tell you one goddamn thing. You lucky I ain't Dion and I had that type of talent, cause I introduced myself like that. Hi, I'm Dion Sanders. I'm better at you than everything, bitch. You lucky. You lucky. See, and you talk about humility. He has humility. I don't. I ain't got no humility. Fuck everything. It's on and popping. I'm gonna let you know I'm good, buddy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you gonna know it. You gonna hear it as many times as you gonna listen. I'm better than you. If you don't like it, what you gonna do about it? Nothing. Y'all lucky. Y'all lucky I ain't Dion. The Pittsburgh Steelers picked Jack Sawyer. You can't make this shit up. Jack Sawyer. The These motherfuckers ain't had a quarterback ever. Let's go to the second round, man. Let's go to the goddamn second round. Excuse me, the fifth round. They not finna pick this dude. Hold up, man. They not finna pick this dude, bro. They picking Trent Eagle Dawkins, Cam Jackson, Carson Vincent, Rayleigh Mills, Jordan Phillips. They not finna pick this dude. They not finna pick this dude. They not finna bring him into camp. They done blackballed this man, bro. He's been blackballed. He's been blackballed, man. I'm telling you, man. You can't make this up. You can't make these racist ass people up, man. You can't make these racist classes. Black people, you better do what we say, or we gon' zip up you in that nigga suit, and we gonna make you suffer. Dude, you gonna have to go be an assistant coach at Colorado under your daddy. You go this man, these people are not playing with this thing, bro. They are not playing with y'all, man. White people do not play with you black people who are successful and braggadocious. They do not play with y'all. They used to sit up there and hang us and kill us because we knew how to read. Now, they just go sit there and they gonna sit there and make sure like, hey, we gonna let you know. We gonna let you know who in charge, boy. Yeah. Hey, boy. We gonna let you know who in charge here. It's us NFL owners and general managers. And if you won't kiss our asses, we gonna sell you cheap. Take you down to the auction. And sit over the newspapers and say you've been sitting there doing all kind of crimes and stuff, and sitting there doing all kind of drugs, and going all the strip clubs and having all kind of orgies and cheating on your wife. Yeah, because we'll pay somebody to sit there and get dirt on you. That's how dirty them old racist bastards are. They're dirty. They're dirty motherfucker. Boy, y'all sit there and enjoy the NFL. That's my favorite sport. Man, fuck football, man. If I was them, all the players should quit, go on strike, form their own teams, and play New Jersey versus New York. Ain't no football players up there. Florida, South Florida versus North Florida. And Texas, South Texas versus North Texas. And then California put all them on one team, which is pretty much Southern California. And they play against, the Georgia. You can get a team probably from Alabama. And you probably can get one in Mississippi and Louisiana. You might have to combine the Mississippi and Louisiana together. But you probably can do Alabama by themselves, Georgia by themselves, and you might have to combine North Carolina, Virginia, and the DMV area. And then y'all play against each other and show who has the best talent. Y'all do something like that. By the way, Texas is going to win because I'm from Texas. And we going to whoop all y'all's asses. You know what I mean? Oh, man, my bad, bro. He just got drafted by the Cleveland Browns. Oh, snap. In the 5th round, the Cleveland Browns drafted you. I thought they was going to blackball him. He just got drafted by the Cleveland Browns. And look at Garrett Hoffman. Yo hating ass. Yo hating trolling ass, man. The Browns finna be 2-16. Do they play 18 games? I thought they only played 17. Niggas, well, you's a hater. You's a hater. Man. He just said, am I supposed to be going? Yeah, he just got drafted 5th round, 6th pick to the Cleveland Browns. I'm sitting here watching it. Look at this right here on the screen. Right here. He got drafted 5th round, 6th pick from a pick that New England traded to Seattle that traded to Cleveland. That is your future. They showed your ass right there. You say you a 5th round pick. You go suck. They go cut your ass. He gonna be the practice squad quarterback. Well, you gonna have to do that. Cleveland. And he gotta go play up in Cleveland. The worst team in the NFL is Cleveland. Don't nobody wanna go play in Cleveland. Don't nobody wanna go to Cleveland. God damn. Don't nobody wanna go play in Cleveland. What kind of shit is that, man? Courtney Everett. Don't bring any religious stuff in on the channel. I don't want to. I don't want to talk about religion unless I'm talking about religion. I don't want to talk about politics. Anyway, let's keep it. So anyway, news flash. We in it right here, right now. Let's get it. Shedeur Sanders was picked by the sorry-ass Cleveland Browns. He got to go back up. They picked 2 other quarterbacks that's worse than him in front of him. And they going to give them all the chance to start in front of him. Cleveland. One of the worst cities in America. Cleveland. Name anybody in the chat know a city worse than Cleveland. Let me know. He got to go play in shitty-ass Cleveland. Only LeBron, one of the biggest stars who ever walked the face of this earth. He's like the Michael Jackson of basketball at one time. Only LeBron could be successful in Cleveland. Cleveland, Ohio. And he only did that because that's his hometown. And I got to give him a lot of credit. He repped his city. But goddamn, as soon as he could, he got the fuck up out of there. Man. He said, Garrett Hoffman say UFL in 2 years. Boy, you's a hater. You's a hater. You's a hater. Man. He said going. Okay. Now, Chicago's pretty bad. But Chicago ain't Cleveland bad. Chicago's not Cleveland bad. Cleveland is terrible, bro. Chicago's actually pretty dope in the summers. It's somewhere to go. It's lively. But Cleveland is dead. People will go to Chicago. People will visit Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It's the 3rd largest city. It's the 3rd or 4th largest city. Houston is right there. Houston's about to take him over as the 3rd largest. But it's been the 3rd largest city for a long time. And, I mean, it has it has a lot of great stuff, man. You know. So Chicago, but it ain't Cleveland. Cleveland is terrible. Okay, let's see here. Maybe okay, let's see. Okay. Let me go to the comments, y'all. And let me look at I'm on my soliloquy. So he hasn't been blackballed, but then he's been blackballed, bro. Don't get it twisted. He's been blackballed. They finna sit there. They finna sit there and make him spread his cheeks and grab his ankles, bro. He gonna have to do that. And if he say one thing, and I mean one thing, they finna sell him cheap, send his ass down to that nigga hole, and throw hit him in the head with a hammer. He say one thing, and I mean one thing. It's a wrap. He can't say I'm Dion. He can't say nothing. Don't say nothing. And they sending him to the NFL hell. Cleveland. Man. Cleveland, bro. Goddamn, Cleveland been shitty for decades, man. God, the Cleveland, man. Shedeur Sanders just got drafted to Cleveland. Okay. So, in the 5th round, 6th pick, they, man, and they gonna, oh, Lord. Let me go to the comments, man. Maybe he now this is the NFL and go to the CFL. You know what? I don't know. If they give him an opportunity, I would. I mean, Warren Moon had to go up there. You know, it's a lot of people had to go up there. So, I mean, I would. Why not? CFL say, hey, we're gonna give you the back because they ain't gonna run no money at him in that 5th round pick. He can go up to CFL, he can shine, you know, and you know, come back or, you know, I don't know, man. You know. All the players was like, it don't matter where you get drafted, as long as you get drafted to the right team. Not only he get drafted in a terrible position, he went to a terrible team. Cleveland. That's the last place I would want to go. Name me a place. That's the last place I would want to go. Goddamn Cleveland. Name me a goddamn place as better than, man, come on, bro. Miss me with it. Miss me with it. Cleveland. Let me see, man. And let's see who he playing with. Let me see who he gonna back up. Let's pull this up, man. Hold on. Where's the? No, you know what? The Cleveland. God damn. Boy, that's dirty, boy. Man. Cleveland. Now, if he makes Cleveland a success, if he takes Cleveland to the playoffs one time, if he takes Cleveland to the Super Bowl, Shedeur, you the best football player who ever lived. If you take sorry ass Cleveland to the Super Bowl, you the best player who ever put on a pair of shoulder pads, and that includes your daddy. If you take sorry ass Cleveland to the Super Bowl, I wonder if they cheered for him to get drafted in the 5th round, 6th pick. God damn. Now let's look at Cleveland. Let's go to NFL teams. Let's go to this racist ass league and the teams and the stats. Uh-oh. Roster. Let's look at let's look see if they put the so let's see who the quarterbacks are on the Cleveland Browns team. The sorry ass Cleveland Browns. Who's the quarterback, man? Do they still got Deshaun Watson, who sit there talking about he wasn't getting his Jimmy waxed in that God damn, they ain't got nobody. They still okay, so they got Deshaun Watson, right? Who was sitting there lying about he making them girls he was gonna give massages and paying for the happy ending, you nasty bastard. So he got to go back up Deshaun Watson, who hasn't been the same since he left Houston. Any other quarterbacks on this roster? Joe Flacco, who took Deshaun Watson's spot. How you let Joe Flacco take your spot? You sorry as hell. And he been playing 20 years. He got to go learn under Joe Flacco. Boy, they gonna suck. Joe Flacco. Who else on this team? Only person I know here is Myles Garrett. And you got to go play in trash-ass Cleveland. Man, I'd be crying like a motherfucker if I was Shedeur Sanders, man. I'd be like, man, they didn't want to draft me, man. They did after that, man. They sit there and let the Browns draft me, man. I got to go sit over there in Cleveland. Ain't even got no bitches in Cleveland. All right, man. So we got Deshaun Watson and Joe Flacco, who Lamar Jackson booted out of there, and then Dan Gabriel. He gonna be on the they probably gonna cut his monkey ass, man. Who else played, man? Oh man. I can't believe this stuff, man. And Ethan Poe who? No, that's a guard. My bad. Kenny Pickett. Man. They just paid Deshaun Watson $230 million guaranteed. So they gonna give him a shot to go and mess up. And Deshaun Watson ain't gonna do nothing but go get his happy endings, man, with that money, bro. Yes, sir. Oh, they drafted Dylan Gabriel. Oh, so he brand new. Oh man, dog, this is what's going on, man. Like the NFL is finna show, like what is Shedeur Sanders' weakness? Okay, somebody said, how tall is Dylan Gabriel? Hold on, let me see. Dylan Gabriel. What the fuck is that? Oh. Where's Dylan Gabriel? I just had it. Where's Dylan Gabriel? Flacco. I think Joe Flacco's like 6'5", ain't he? I met Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson might be. If Deshaun Watson's 6'3", he might be about 6'2". Deshaun Watson about 6'2". I met him in person. And Dylan Gabriel. Man, I got all this technology and I can't type in search for Gabriel. How tall is his ass is? How tall is Dylan Gabriel? Where? Okay. Let me go back to draft. Prospects. I don't want no analysis. I already don't nobody the analysis and the analysis, the scouts, the general managers don't know nothing. I done probably forgot more than 95% of them about football. They don't know about no football. Okay, let's go back to prospects. I think Dylan Gabriel is a quarterback. So let's look at these quarterbacks that they drafted over Shedeur Sanders. Dylan Gabriel, God, man, you know he gonna be trash, bro. Dylan Gabriel the truth. No, he ain't. Oh, hell no. This hold on. Who said that old fly? Who said that? Who said that old fly shit about Shedeur's only 6 foot? What's that, Garrett Hoffman? And Dylan Gabriel better? Man, and he went in the 3rd round. Man, you see, and y'all, man. But guess what? Dylan Gabriel white. So it don't count if he white. Hold up, man. Who said that? Excuse me. Who said that BS? No, Hawthorne Wingo, he said that. My bad. It wasn't Garrett Hoffman. It was Hawthorne Wingo. Sit up there and said that his flaw was he's too short. Well, what about this motherfucker's flaw? He too short. He 5'11". And they probably gave him that. He probably 5'8". Man. And they gonna give him more chance than Shedeur. Man, and you telling me this ain't racist? I don't know y'all know what y'all looking at. Anyway, let's go. Who else? How tall is Cameron Ward? 6'2", the same height as Shedeur. How tall is Shedeur? So it ain't the height. 6'1.5", that's 6'2". How tall is Jackson Dart? 6'2". All these motherfuckers, man. How tall is, who else get drafted? Tyler Show. 6'5". Okay, you got a guy that's a little bit taller, 6'5". All right. Got a big, I'm 6'5". Why they ain't draft him first? Obviously, they draft somebody else. Who else? Quinn Ewers. They ain't drafted him. Jalen Melrose. He's 6'2". All these cats is 6'2". So I don't hear this height stuff. He ain't got to this, he ain't got to that. I don't hear it. They ain't drafted him because they don't like black people who sit up there and brag, or they don't like black people who did something that sit up there and bragged on it, man. Braggadocious, and who might not listen to who might be one of those uppity, rebellious black people that ain't gonna listen to what you gotta say. And might have a better idea than you got. Because obviously it worked in Colorado. That's what that is. Let me see if anybody called in. Hope y'all ain't been waiting. Shit. Nobody's here. All right. How many people in here watching me, man? 19 people watching me, man. I sure appreciate all 19 of y'all. I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna sit here and go a little bit longer, man. I've been on here 2.5 hours almost, man. I'm gonna sit here and go a little bit longer, bro. I'm just gonna sit up here. Now let's just, and it's just not, who wants a quarterback and who doesn't want a quarterback. They picked a whole nother sorry ass quarterback before him. No, goddamn well Dylan Gabriel ain't gonna piss a drop. But I bet they're gonna give him a shot. They're gonna give him a shot. And he gonna get shot in his ass from all trying to play quarterback in the NFL. Round 5, they finally picked Shedeur Sanders. And, they sat there, and I mean, they sat there, and they if they gonna sit there and say hey man, we want this player, we want him to, because they need their talent. They need a talented player like him, especially with that type of pedigree. But we gonna have to snip and clip him and put him in his place, so he gonna get in line with the rest of them and do what we want, not what him and his dad want. I've never seen somebody slip this far in the draft. And he's going in 5th round. That is a straight up scout team got to beat everybody out, which he's going to do. He's going to beat everybody out on that roster. Let's go to the Cleveland Browns roster. Deshaun Watson don't want to do nothing but get blowjobs and happy endings, bro. So he going to beat him out. Let's go to the Browns roster. The quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson only want to get blowjobs and happy endings, man. That's all he wants. So we good on Deshaun. Hold up, give me a second, y'all. Let me put this over here so I can see everything going on. All right. Deshaun Watson. So who we got at quarterbacks? Hold up. Position. Can I sort this by position? Yeah. Let's go down to QBs. They got 3 players on their roster. They got Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, Deshaun Watson. Now, Joe Flacco and Deshaun Watson. They got 4 quarterbacks, and they're going to have a 5th. Now, most teams don't keep but 3 and 1 practice squad quarterback. Or maybe it's 3. I don't know. So Deshaun, they gonna keep Deshaun Watson just because they gotta pay. They done paid him $230 million. They gonna sit there and let him sit on the sideline. It's fully guaranteed. They gonna sit there on the sideline if they just gotta sit there and pay him $230 million to sit there and get his. They go if they gotta sit there so he can get his fellatio every day. So he get his his balls licked every day. At the happy endings. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So they gonna pay him. And let me look at the comments. Are there more comments? So they gonna pay they gonna keep Deshaun Watson. Kenny Pickett, I don't know, bro. Dylan Gabriel at 3rd round and Joe Flacco. Now they gonna keep 3 of these quarterbacks. They gonna keep one. They gonna cut one. So Shedeur Sanders is gonna get cut. It's a high probability this guy will get cut. He's not gonna beat those guys out, man. If I were him, I would cut Joe Flacco because Joe Flacco ain't ever been successful. He done played 20 years and ain't done shit. Now, this is what they got here, man, on this team, man. And you got to add a 5th quarterback. So they not cutting Deshaun Watson. They gonna cut anybody before they cut Deshaun Watson. And it depends on Joe Flacco's contract. They might keep him. So that 5th round draft pick, man, of him. It's gonna be bad, but the thing about it is, things will always work themselves out. People gonna go in there with all that pride and say, "Hey, we showed Dion and his kid all these lessons." Then reality in the season gonna hit, and their quarterbacks are gonna be stinking up the joint, and they gonna be begging for Shedeur to come in there. And if I was Shedeur, I would take their ass for every nickel they got. Be like, shit, man. Man. Flacco won a Super Bowl? Flacco ain't winning a Super Bowl, goddamn. Why do people think the quarterbacks? Flacco. Oh, Flacco did win that Super Bowl with Baltimore. Was that him? Oh yeah, I thought that was another quarterback. Yeah, that was Flacco. But that was he still ain't done shit in this. He ain't going to the Hall of Fame. People think quarterbacks win the Super Bowl. It takes the whole organization. The trainer sitting there wrapping your ankles every day. If they don't do that right, you ain't winning the Super Bowl. It takes a whole organization to win the Super Bowl. People give quarterbacks too much credit, man. It's because and that's why they tried to keep the quarterback white and give we're gonna get a quarterback credit, saying he running the whole black team and stuff like that, the whole organization. And then they had to stop doing that because the black quarterbacks starting to make moves. Man, I don't hear that bull. Nah, Flacco. Flacco ain't done shit his whole career. Just like Trent Dilfer ain't done shit his whole career. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl too, and so what? He ain't win a Super Bowl. The Baltimore Ravens won a Super Bowl. He just happened to be the quarterback. Man, boy, this is NFL graveyard, NFL hell here, man. Cleveland, boy, Cleveland sucks, man. Cleveland sucks, bro. Why the fuck, man? Like, I do to somebody with the first pick of the draft, the Cleveland Browns select P.A. Texas. I retire. I quit. I ain't going to no goddamn Cleveland. You know, Cleveland, man, the sucky ass Browns, man. Cleveland ain't been a booming city in 100 years. I don't know why they go to Cleveland. It ain't even no bitches in Cleveland. Man, boy, I bet all these motherfuckers like, man, I can't wait to get out of here, man. I can't wait to get out of here, man. Trade me, cut me, do something. Then put me back on the slave ship, send me back to where I come from. I don't want to be here in Cleveland. Man, name me a worse city than Cleveland. Besides buttfuck Mississippi. That's like going to Cleveland. The same thing. Back of the woods, Mississippi. Yeah, that's just like going to Cleveland. So good luck, Shedeur. The NFL finna fix you real good. Gonna say, make sure you not successful. They got a whole team. They sit there and just send all their trash to. Just like throw it in Lake Erie. It's Cleveland. Man, this is a tragedy, man. You see how America does its great black people? They throw them under the bus. This racist ass country. Let me see. Any of y'all call me, man? Hell nah. All right, that's cool. I ain't worried about it. At least I ain't in Cleveland. So, newsflash, if y'all haven't heard yet, the racist NFL finally had one of their teams, the worst one in the league, draft Shedeur Sanders. So they didn't quite blackball him, but they damn sure grayballing him. And now he's going to the Cleveland Browns. The worst team in the NFL. Let me look at the standings. What? They could have went to the playoffs. I don't give a damn. They still the Cleveland Browns. They suck. Why the hell is that coming up? Oh, Oh my God, they were trash. He's going to Cleveland. Hold up, man. Let me go. Not only is he going to one of the worst franchises in NFL history. They went 3-4. They finished the year losing 6 straight games. They went 3-14. They finished the year losing 6 straight games. That means they were 3-8. And then it's like, time to tank. Not only did you get drafted by them, they picked you in the 5th round. Boy, they picked a first-round pick in the 5th round. And they finna put him on the scout team to fix your ass good, Shedeur. They finna fix that ass. Well, you gonna be walking around here. They gonna make you cut your hair, tuck your shirt in and wear your pants tight, and make you put on a plaid shirt with a bow tie. That's how they finna do you, buddy. Yeah, you can give up, boy. You can give up wearing bling bling and riding in Lambos all day. You can get that up, buddy. Shedeur. You gonna have to do what Massa say this time, buddy. You can't walk up in there with all your swag. You know what I'm saying? Or they gonna cut your ass. Cleveland, bro. They had the same record as Tennessee, sorry ass. And they said we don't want you or Travis Hunter, but we gonna slip back in the 5th round and pick you and put you, and we gonna put you. You ain't gonna even be he gonna be on the practice squad. He can't even travel with the team. He not gonna even be on the sideline. They gonna have him sit there and throw the defense interceptions at practice. Cleveland. And hold up. Let's just say that he balls. Let's just say Mr. Shedeur Sanders goes to Cleveland and wins the start job, bringing out Joe Flacco, sorry ass, and Deshaun Watson. I'm too busy getting my dangling sucked to play football ass. And the other guy from Oregon, the one they just drafted, let's just say he beat them all out in historic fashion. Now, guess what he got to do starting for Cleveland? He got to play the Browns, the Steelers. No, he got to play the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Ravens, who go sit there and whoop his ass the whole season. That's his reward for playing in Cleveland. Even though in his prime time was like, hey, man, we're going to control, where he goes. Yeah, his ass ended up in Cleveland. Control that. Yeah, Prime, with your fly ass. Control that. His ass ended up in Cleveland. Shit. Talking about, we ain't going to just go to anybody. Well, shit, he just went to anybody. The worst team in the league. Cleveland. Man, in the worst city in America. I got 13 people like my video. Man, I appreciate y'all. How many people watching? 24? Damn. I'm trying to. I would like for y'all to chat or call in or something so I can. Cause I'm about to. Nobody. You know, I'm running out of stuff to say. I can sit there and talk about Cleveland all day long though. How shitty it is. Cleveland, Ohio. I don't even. There's a Cleveland in Texas. I don't even go there to Cleveland, Texas, because I know Cleveland. If Cleveland, Ohio sucks, Cleveland, Texas is even worse. If I see a sign that Cleveland next right, I'm going left. Von D, 305. That's Miami action. I think it's 305. They say that Cleveland is the worst ball club. Man, let's talk about that, man. Are they the worst ball club? Yes, they are. But it's something that's trying to take. That's arguable because there's some sucky ass ball clubs in the NFL. Sucks. You get drafted there. You spent your whole life, man. Man, you spent your whole life, man. You've been balling. You've been having to go through. You know, you've been scoring touchdowns. You've been getting sacks. You've been the man your whole life, and then your ass gets drafted by Cleveland. Dude, they sit there and ruin great players. Man, that is just a nightmare, man. That's just like taking out the finest woman. That's like taking out the finest woman on the prom date. And she get in her room, get buck naked. She get her room and get buck naked and tell you, no, you can't have no coochie. That's what it is like getting drafted to Cleveland. Let me see. Let's look at these teams. Who's worse than Cleveland? The Patriots are better than Cleveland. The Jets barely. The only people arguable that's a worse team than Cleveland is maybe the Jets. I mean, the Indianapolis Colts ain't all that, but they better than Cleveland. Worst teams. The Raiders are pretty sucky too, bro. The Raiders suck, man. Let's see here. The Broncos, the Chargers, but they ain't Cleveland. But San Diego's a lot better than Cleveland. Vegas is a lot better than Cleveland, and Nashville's a lot better than Cleveland. And Indianapolis is better than Cleveland. Washington Commanders, but DC is better than Cleveland. And the Washington Commanders would have been in the Super Bowl last year. They almost got to the Super Bowl last year, so they balling out. Let's see. The Lions were terrible for a long time, but they done put it together lately, you know. And then Barry Sanders era was unbelievable, if you ask me. Yeah, I mean they didn't win all their games, but just watching him was just a different was something to be had done. And Detroit's better than Cleveland, even though Detroit sucks too. It's not a city up here worse than Cleveland. Okay. Buffalo is close. Buffalo sucks too. But it ain't Cleveland. Miami. Let's not even talk about Miami. New York. New England Patriots is right outside Boston. But Boston is better than Cleveland. Baltimore is better than Cleveland, even though Baltimore sucks. Pittsburgh ain't all that, but it's better than Cleveland. Cincinnati ain't. Oh Lord! Last time I went to Cincinnati, I was just like, man, how y'all can live here? But it's better than Cleveland. Houston, we ain't got to talk. I'm sitting in Houston right now. It is one of the most vibrant places in the United States. Centrally located, everybody can get here in 2 hours, give or take, all the way down to South America. Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis ain't all that, but it's better than Cleveland. Jacksonville sucks too, but it's better than Cleveland. Nashville, better than Cleveland. Kansas City ain't nothing in Kansas City, but it's better than Cleveland. LA's LA. Denver's all right. Vegas is Vegas. Philly's dope. DC's, the DMV's dope. Dallas is dope. New York's dope. Detroit sucks, but it's better than Cleveland. Minneapolis is cold as hell, but it's better than Cleveland. It is Cleveland cold. Okay, Green Bay might be worse than Cleveland. All right, we found a team. We found a city that is worse than Cleveland. Green Bay. It's got, okay. Ain't nobody going to Green Bay, bro. Where the fuck is Green Bay? Anyway, Tampa. I'd have been to Tampa. It's all right. Atlanta. Hot Atlanta. Carolina. That's Charlotte. Charlotte's actually becoming a pretty decent place to be. New Orleans. And my dad is from New Orleans. New Orleans is New Orleans. It's way better than Cleveland. People visit New Orleans. People don't visit Cleveland. LA, Seattle. Seattle kind of sucks, but it's better than Cleveland. Phoenix is dope. The Bay Area, San Fran, we stay in Santa Clara. That whole Bay Area is dope. So he went to the worst team ever. I'm rambling now, so I'm finna get off of this damn feed. Let's go to the comments before I go to Cleveland. The worst ball club, Cleveland. He was just drafted. Yeah. Bro, that whole organization, it sucks. Where you at on YouTube talking about him? Louisiana girl. Look. I look here. Y'all don't come here and try to roast, man, because y'all do not want that smoke. Y'all do not want that smoke. I can talk shit about your name, your moniker up here. Don't get me talking about Louisiana. My daddy from Louisiana. I could make a whole show about how sorry them motherfuckers are. Don't get it going. Don't get me started. Boosie and all. My mother told me I ain't never met somebody from Louisiana worth a damn. And that is a fact, Jack. So don't get me started. Now you saw that, what I just did? That's just a 2. Don't make me go to 10. You know what I'm saying? Well, Shedeur, I hope you watching this, or you hope you see this. Boy, they sure bent you over. They didn't even put no gasoline. They ain't put no Vaseline in you, man. Before they ain't try to lube you up before they fucked you. They ain't even try to lube you up before they stuck you, bro. They didn't even do it. They poured gasoline up your ass and struck a match. Booyah! Yeah, that's what. Yeah. You want to thank you all that? We're gonna show you all that. Man, I feel bad for you, bro. Then, even if you get all the success and become the starter, you gotta go play in Cleveland. Well, everybody, let's pray a prayer. Lord, if you up there, please let them trade that man somewhere else. I don't care where it is. Please let him out of Cleveland. Goodness gracious. Let's click this roster again, man. Listen, let's just see who he got to play with. Let's see whose receivers he got to throw the ball to, just in case he does win the starting position. Wide receiver, David Bell. DeAndre Carter. Cade Davis. Jerry Jeudy. Elijah Moore. Jermari Thrash. And Cedric Tillman. All right. I think Jerry Jeudy was an all-pro last year. So, well, you know what? Looks like he got some decent targets, man. Let me. If Joe Flacco could see that, you know, come on now. You know, come on now. Let's keep this. Let's keep it a buck. Joe Flacco. We ain't talking about one of the greatest to ever put. You talking about Joe Flacco here? His name sound like he's sorry. So Jerry Jeudy, they drafted a couple more receivers. Look, no, maybe not. Jerry Jeudy. Okay, let me look at the statistics. Let me see. You know, I know stats can't be good when you got Joe Flacco throwing the ball to you. But let me see what the player stats are. Hey. Let me see if they got any receiver up here in the top 5. Well, definitely not the top 5. Ah, damn, Jamar Chase wasn't playing, was he? You get the fuck, man. You telling me? Okay, Jerry Jeudy, he caught 90 balls. Oh, he had 1,200 yards. Okay. So Jerry Jeudy, yeah, I heard Jerry Jeudy was balling. Is Jeremy Myers, who he play for? The Raiders. My bad. Oh yeah, Jerry Jeudy was balling. So he has a bona fide start in Jerry Jeudy, but you need a little bit more than that, man. You know, when you're a rook, because he needs to get Jerry Jeudy, he needs to get on the same page with all those guys. And they probably not gonna even give him the reps to do that, man. Anyway. Shedeur got drafted to a terrible team, man. I'm trying to go in the comments here. Von D say no BS because Cleveland where QB go to be forgotten. Man, Cleveland is where everybody goes to be forgotten, man. Dude, if you a stripper, if you a prostitute, you go to Cleveland to be forgotten. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland, if you want to find your lost dog, get up in Cleveland, bro. It's real, man. Look, and if you from Cleveland, man, and you have offense to what I said, I don't give a damn. Tell me when I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to leave Cleveland too. Okay. I don't see any comments. I see people haven't called. I've been up here almost 3 hours. I hope y'all. I don't know if y'all enjoyed this, man, but I am glad from the show. to see Shedeur Sanders at least get drafted. You know what? I'm not glad, man. They sitting there hosing this dude, man. They wrong for that, man. I'm not happy for Shedeur Sanders. They sitting there and they doing you dirty, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't take that. You shouldn't take that easy. Take that lightly. And I'm gonna tell you something else, man. If you turn that Cleveland franchise around like LeBron did, which you have all the ability to do, if you help do that, with your pool, you should. If they think you don't have any humility, you should really have no humility after that. Cause they just tried to screw you over, man. And they want you to be happy for this. Man, I'll shoot the NFL the finger and tell them to kiss my man. Anyway, y'all. Thank y'all for chatting. Hitting the subscribe button, the like button. Man, just being somewhat interested in what I'm in any of this crap. Thank all y'all, man. I'm it takes a lot to make these shows, man. And anybody, that want to troll me, talk about me, talk about how I'm on cocaine and whatever, I appreciate you all taking the time of y'all day, using you all's money. Y'all could be scrolling on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, but y'all come listen to my foul ass. Hear me talk smack about everybody. Oh, and I'm going to keep doing it too, buddy. Oh, yeah. So I appreciate y'all, man, for all that, y'all that, everybody who say I'm terrible, that's all right. I'm going to get better. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get better at it. I'm going to do better shows. I got a bunch of shows, man. Donald Trump's president. I can't stand that fucker. Who is Blackballed, bro? Oh, that's old boy from, yeah. My bad. Yeah, I do know who Blackballed is. Yeah. That's that, yeah. Let me tell you how good Brock Bowers is. I thought he was black. That's why it fooled me. I was looking at his picture. I was like, who's Brock Bowers? Anyway, I'm finna sign out. I appreciate y'all watching me, man. PA Texas, I'm out. Let me see if anybody texts me before I just shot a deuce. Yeah, PA Texas, I'm out. Nobody else is texting me, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in and you know what I'm saying? All y'all talking, y'all want to tune in, y'all keep trying to roast me here. I'm gonna hurt y'all feelings. You know what I'm saying? Cause I can go now. Don't think I can't. I'm from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And anybody from Port Arthur, Texas know that you got to be able, because them cats is some, them, I don't know if it's some refineries, the refinery smoke of them, but them cats, they all like to talk a bunch of stuff about you all day long. And if you can't talk back, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it out of this hood. And that's probably like most hoods in America, but it's definitely the case in that one because I grew up in that. They was talking about me. They walked and talk about me. I was like, why y'all talking about me? I just ate my cereal this morning. What the hell wrong with y'all? They wake up. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. So, I mean, I'm built for it if y'all want it now. Anyway, PA Texas, I'm out.